Extreme snow pushing ski resorts to call for interlodging enforcement yesterday. What you need to know if you're ever stuck at a resort. Plus, the Mountain America Expo Center buzzing today with the Safe Kids Fair. How you can learn to incorporate preventable safety in a fun way. And the Salt Lake City Police Department hosting a gun buyback program today. See what people are getting in exchange for turning in their firearms.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Hello, I'm Sarah Murphy. Thanks for joining us tonight for ABC4 News at 5. We begin this evening looking at our weather. Here's a live view of Little Cottonwood Canyon, and while it might look pretty clear now, snow definitely coming down earlier this morning and yesterday. So we have our ABC4 team coverage tracking this snow. Yesterday, resorts in Little Cottonwood Canyon went into interlodge after avalanche concerns. ABC4's Annika Johns joins us with the updates. But first, let's get a check of the weather with ABC4 meteorologist Nate Larson. Now, Nate, I know it's looking a bit clear today in Little Cottonwood, but tomorrow it seems might look a little bit different.
Yeah, we've got some changes, Sarah. There's a bit of a break in some of the snow shower activity now. Definitely going to be changing as we get into Sunday. We've got another system on the way. So here's a look at Colonial Flag shot here at the studio. We've got some puffy cumulus clouds out there. We've had some scattered snow showers. Temperatures have just been brutal. It's been feeling more like January with these temperatures than March. 37 is the temperature at the airport. Winds at 14 miles an hour out of the northwest, bringing those wind chills back into play. Just 28 degrees is what it feels like outside right now. Mentioned some of the scattered showers. They're kind of tapering off. We're getting a week break in shower activity into the overnight hours, but still a little bit of snow popping up with our storm tracker radar in and around the Great Salt Lake, up to the north of us across the Idaho-Utah state line, and over the mountain areas. We've been seeing some flurries out there. 37 degrees as you head out. Plan on temperatures falling to just freezing by 8 o'clock, sunset 7:45. Mostly cloudy to partly cloudy conditions overnight. We've had a ton of snow. Sarah mentioned the snow showers in the Cottonwood Canyons. Alta had 26.5 inches since Friday morning. These are the resort totals with our storm systems we've had recently, so over 2 feet. And of course, this amount of snow did cause some problems. It's also set a new record for the snowiest year on record for Alta, 749 inches. So that beats the old record by an inch. We've got more snow in the forecast. But again, we had some issues with all the snow that came down yesterday. Let's send over to Annika to find out what happened up at the Cottonwood Canyons.
Yeah, thanks, Nate. Snowbird says that an interlodge event is when snow levels are so great and avalanche danger is so high that those in the mountain are confined to resort buildings while work is being done by officials. During an interlodge, road access is shut down, and those roads didn't open back up for those in Little Cottonwood Canyon until 9:30 this morning, when UDOT reported that the avalanche mitigation and roadway operations were complete. Both Alta and Snowbird reported an additional 7 inches of snow in the last 24 hours. And like Nate said, Alta reported that they reached a record of 749 inches of snow, making this the snowiest season since the 1981-82 season, which has a record of 748 inches. Later tonight, we'll hear from some who were stuck in Alta last night because of the interlodge, and for those working, how the season has been for them. Back to you, Sarah.
And in a traffic alert, yesterday's weather also caused a lot of trouble on the roads. Utah Highway Patrol counted more than 200 crashes on Friday alone, including a 19-vehicle pileup. It happened here last night at the Legacy Parkway overpass to I-15. It started with one car sliding off the road, triggering 17 more cars and 2 semis to crash. 5 people were sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The most severe injury officers reported was a broken leg. In Salt Lake City, I-15 is now back open after a passerby found a body under the overpass at 600 North this morning. Information right now is limited, but Utah Highway Patrol says the person was found dead in the HOV lane. UHP closing down the area. Now, right now, we don't know the identity as UHP is working to find and tell the next of kin. They say it does not look like the person was hit by a car. And the Humane Society of Utah is now offering a $15,000 reward for tips on the recent wild horse killings. This makes more than $35,000 pooled from different organizations for information leading to the arrest of the people who shot and killed the stallions. The horses were found earlier this week on the Onaki Mountain Herd Management Area. If you have information, call the number you see on your screen. You can, if wanted, remain anonymous. Today, the Salt Lake City Police Department hosting a gun buyback program, offering gift cards to the first 150 people turning in their firearms. The Salt Lake City Police Department sponsored the program. The office of Mayor Aaron Mendenhall saying the purpose of the event is to remove guns off the city streets and to promote safe neighborhoods. Sergeant Mark Wyant elaborating on the importance of these programs.
We're doing whatever we can to help reduce violent crime in our community and get those guns off the street that may end up being lost, stolen, or even more concerning, that could potentially be used in dangerous situations.
Those who brought in guns were able to get a $50 gift card, and if someone brought in a assault-style rifle, they got a $100 gift card. Today, some Utah parents learned how to keep their kids a bit safer, both at home and on the go. ABC4 News went to the Safe Utah Safe Kids Fair, a longtime Sandy event that works to help educate parents and children on everyday preventable safety in a fun way.
Now we can go in there.
It's not just a day of dress up, and it's more than a day of just toys and games. It's all of that, plus a day of education.
It's almost like a one-stop shopping for safety, health, and wellness information for families and kids.
All of the memories I had growing up, my dad actually did the balloons, so we would come and help set up days before, so I really love the Safe Kids Fair.
Salt Lake County Health hosted the Safe Utah Safe Kids Fair. Volunteers taught both parents and kids about safety with fire, police, safety in cars, and even on bikes.
Safe Kids is a network of agencies and organizations whose number one mission is to prevent unintentional injuries.
This event isn't new. Kids have been learning from experts at the fair for 25 years.
I think the first Safe Kids Fair was probably held in about 1997 at what was there, the Salt Palace. And it was a mission to educate parents and kids at the same time.
I grew up going to this Safe Kids Fair, so I loved it. So we were excited when we saw that we could bring our own kids here.
Behind all the dance moves, decorations, and props, experts say teaching others about safety right now is more important than ever.
We hope that we continue to be a part of the community through the Safe Kids Fair and making sure that the kids are learning how to be a safe kid, because they certainly are smart kids.
A fun event for a bit of a heavy topic. Safe Kids Utah workers say that every year in Salt Lake County, over 16,000 children are treated for preventable injuries in emergency departments. They say that each year they hope the fair can continue to have an impact and bit by bit help that number go down. Coming up here on ABC4 News at 5, a community in Pennsylvania shaken after an explosion at a chocolate factory leaves 2 people dead yesterday. What officials are saying about the tragedy after the break.